The Nation.
Yeah.
The headlines is Raila Kalonzo raid Uhuru turf for votes, and this, of course, was NASA charm offensive in Meru yesterday, where they made the promise that in 90 days they're going to bring down the cost of living in Kenya.
Right. Yeah. And this, Michael, Michelle, I have a problem with this
headline.
Why? Okay. Two problems. Problem number one. When I was teaching theory of literature at the university, I used to teach my students that language is constitutive. Language does not just express reality. Language creates a reality of its own. The kind of reality that is being created here is very dangerous in an election year. Raila Kalonzo raids. When you use the word raid, what are you creating? What kind of images are you creating in the minds of the reader? And I have raised questions about this kind of language being used in an election year. We've recently had words like Maijeshi. We have had words like strongholds. We have had words like tyranny. Well, when you were running that clip, somebody was talking about battlegrounds. Language is constitutive. It creates a reality of confrontation. It creates a reality of strife. And somebody said, if you can make people believe absurdities, you will make them commit atrocities.
Right. And you know, this comes just a day after, because yesterday the Communications Authority of Kenya was addressing broadcasters on how to cover the elections, you know, in this 2017. But, you know, with where we are now, do you think, because there was a talk of a possibility of shutdown of internet and social media during the elections, but do you think the media will manage to contain what they put out and the impressions they create in the minds of Kenyans?
With this kind of language, I'm afraid that we are on the wrong trajectory.
Sliding down.
And these are some of the things that probably we can tease out tomorrow in newsroom. But there is cause to worry about the kind of language that is being used. That was problem number one. Problem number two is the kind of promises that are being made by NASA. NASA leaders accuse Jubilee of promoting corruption and tribalism. Look who's talking. The pledge to allocate 45% of revenue to counties up to from 15%. The problem with the counties is not allocation of revenue. The problem with the county is corruption and misuse of the money that is sent to them. Vow to remain united even after the coalition's flag bearer is named, as if this is a very big deal for, you know, this should be this should be thoroughly celebrated by Kenyans for remaining united. They are simply remaining united because they have an MOU sharing power among themselves.
And you know, we really can't wait to hear about what the structures that they're proposing, because like yesterday we had Omar Hassan here, and he says that there is no office of the Prime Minister or Chief Minister being created. So
which, of course, had been mentioned earlier that there was one being created. We'll wait and see how that power sharing is going to be.
Yes. Do you want to look at the cartoon?